Huge development. Joseph Mifsud, the man who Deep State used to set up Papadopoulos, is missing and presumed you know what by Jim Hoff for the GatewayPundit.com. Joseph Mifsud is a Maltese academic with high-level connections to the Russian state and UK politicians. Mifsud is a former employee of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Malta, a former principal in London's Centre of International Law Practice, a professional teaching fellow at the University of Stirling in Scotland, and director of the Diplomatic Academy of London. Mifsud went missing after his connections to George Papadopoulos went public. George Papadopoulos, the lower-level campaign worker for the Trump campaign, appears to have been targeted by 3 individuals with ties to British and/or U.S. intelligence: Joseph Mifsud, Alexander Downer, and Stefan Halper. Mifsud and Papadopoulos obtained positions at an organization named the Center for International Energy and Natural Resources, Law and Security. Papadopoulos was a nobody, and the center sketchy at best. Mifsud vanished in early November of 2017, shortly after Papadopoulos was in the news and indicted. His whereabouts are still unknown, although the common story is that Mifsud is a Russian agent. Many ties seem to lead him back to the UK intelligence. Julian Assange put out a Twitter thread noting the connection between Mifsud and UK intelligence. Brian Whitaker at Medium.com put together this map of Mifsud's connections and organizations. Well, the white box is Joseph Mifsud, but who can make out this map? But we'll move along. Mifsud has many suspect relationships with British and Russian operatives. Mifsud is a member of the European Council on Foreign Relations, ECFR. The ECFR's top donor is the Soros Open Society Foundation. Why is he always coming up, that Soros? Again, Mifsud went missing in 2017 after his relationship with George Papadopoulos was exposed. Mifsud also has connections to Saudi operatives. Joseph Mifsud with Saudi operative Tariq Obaid. Now this, the DNC on Friday suggested Misfud, I'm pronouncing it wrong, maybe you know what. The Hill reported. The Democratic National Committee, DNC, on Friday raised the prospect that the London-based professor who told former Trump campaign advisor George Papadopoulos that Russia had, quote, dirt on Hillary Clinton may be you know what. DNC lawyers wrote in court filings Friday that Joseph Mifsud, who spoke to Papadopoulos during the 2016 presidential election, is missing and may be deceased. Bloomberg News reported the lawyers did not elaborate. The DNC stood by its claim in a statement to The Hill on Friday. The committee indicated that an investigator had been used to find Mifsud, who had disappeared for months, and was told the Maltese professor may be unavailable. The DNC's counsel has attempted to serve Mifsud for months and has been unable to locate or contact him. In addition, public reports have said he has disappeared and hasn't been seen for months. DNC spokeswoman Adrienne Watson said. Mifsud was reportedly teaching at a private university in Rome before he vanished late last year, shortly after his name emerged as a key figure in the investigations into Russian interference in the 2016 election. The professor had reportedly not been in contact with prosecutors in Italy, seeking to question him over allegations of financial wrongdoing, and his fiancée told Business Insider earlier this year that she could not reach him. The DNC's revelation came in court filings Friday in their lawsuit against Russia, the Trump campaign, and WikiLeaks for interfering in the 2016 presidential election. You know, what's funny is who interfered in the 2016 presidential election, the Republicans or the DNC? And they have the, chutzpah, you know what I'm talking about, to draw a lawsuit against Russia, the Trump campaign, and WikiLeaks for interfering. In other words, they're the wrongdoers. They are the ones that did all of this, and yet they bring a lawsuit to the Trump campaign, Russia, and WikiLeaks for interfering in the 2016 presidential election. I mean, isn't that absurd? According to Bloomberg, the DNC said it believed all of the defendants in the case had been served with the exception of Mifsud. So, who would have reason to get rid of Mifsud? Huh? Who would have reason to get rid of Mifsud? The deep state election interference may now include a you-know-what. And he also had a child with his girlfriend that they had reported back in November when he disappeared, that he had a child and a beautiful girl he was with. So why would he actually disappear? And the girlfriend or whatever, she said, like, we were on great terms. She could not believe that he disappeared, So, who would have, in other words, who would want this guy disappeared, Should we add another one to the list? I wouldn't be surprised, and I guess you guys aren't surprised either by this. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.